It's grammar time. Our lesson of today is about the past simple tense. Uses of past simple. First, we use it to express an action that started and finished in the past. For example, I went to the beach last Sunday. I saw a movie yesterday. Another use is to list a series of completed action in the past that happened one after the other, like when telling a story. For example, he jumped on the wall and started to climb up. Another use for the past simple is for past routines and habits, often with adverbs of frequency. For example, Aya never ate fast food at school. Forms of past simple: affirmative, negative, and question. The affirmative form. Verb to be, as we know, it is a common verb in English and it is the king of all the verbs. The form of verb to be in the past is was or were, according to the subject pronoun. I was, he was, she was, it was, for the singular form. For the plural form, we use were. They were excited, you were honest, we were satisfied. With the other verbs, we divided them into two groups, regular verbs and irregular verbs. We will talk about the regular verbs. With the whole subject pronouns, it is the same form. We add d or ed or ied to the base verb. I liked, he liked, she liked, it liked, they liked, you liked, we liked. Another verb, I watched, he watched, she watched, it watched, they watched, you watched, we watched. I studied, he studied, she studied, they studied, you studied, we studied. The spelling rules. We divide the verbs into two groups, regular and irregular verbs. The regular verbs, we generally add ed to the verb, like play, played, work, worked. We add a d if the verb ends with an e. Love, loved, save, saved. For the verbs that ending in y, all what you have to do is to drop the y and add ied. Hurry, hurried. But watch out. Play, played. We add ed only for the verb that has a vowel plus y at its end. If the last letter of the verb is consonant and it's preceded by a vowel, we double the last letter, like stop, stopped, swap, swapped. For the regular verbs, the form changes from infinitives. The negative form. All we had to do with verb to be is to add the word not. I was not tired. Or you can add the short form N apostrophe T. He wasn't absent, she wasn't happy, it wasn't reliable. They weren't excited or they were not excited. You weren't honest, they weren't satisfied. With the other verbs we use did not plus the base verb. The short form of did not is didn't. I did not like. Or you can use the short form didn't. He didn't stay. She didn't study. Note that we change the verb to be in the base form. It didn't stop. They didn't write. You didn't hide. They didn't run. The question form. For verb to be, with the yes or no question, we start with the form of verb to be in the past simple. Was or were plus the subject. Was I next in line? Was she a teacher? And to answer, the answer is yes, she was, or no, she wasn't. Were they excited? Were you busy? We can answer yes, I was, or no, I wasn't. For the other verbs, with a yes or no question, we start with the helping verb in the past, did plus subject plus the base verb. Did you study hard? Did they play tennis? The answer is yes, they did, or no, they didn't. Did she cook the dinner? The answer is yes, she did, or no, she didn't. For verb to be, with the WH question, we use the form of verb to be was or were in the past plus the subject. How was your trip? What was his task? Where were they? With the other verbs, we use for the WH question, we use Did plus the subject plus the base verb. How did you go to school? Where did they park the car? What did she do? Time expressions. There are some words that we use it with past simple. They are yesterday, last week or last month, last year, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, in 2011. When I was, for example, when I was young, I used to go out with my friends. Suddenly, let's recap our lesson about past simple. First, we talk about the use of the past simple. We said that when we talk about the past finished action, like he gave the letter to Henry, or we use it for the past happened. For example, she often plays with him, or one action after another. He got up, paid the bill, and left. After that, we talk about verb to be. We said that the form of verb to be in the past is was or were. According to the subject pronoun, with the singular pronouns, I, he, she, and it, we use was, and with the plural pronouns, we use were. Regarding the form, we divide the verbs into two groups, regular and irregular. The regular verbs, we add d or ed or ied to the base verb, and for the irregular verbs, you should study them by heart. For the negative form, with verb to be, all what we have to do is to add not to the past form of verb to be, wasn't or weren't. But for the other verbs, we use didn't plus the base verb. Jake didn't play. I didn't go. For the question form, for verb to be, we start with verb to be plus the subject was, he, were, I. And for the other verbs, we start with the helping verb in the past, did plus the subject, or with the WH question plus did plus subject plus the base verb. What did Jake play? Where did you go? Adverbs of time or time expressions. They are last week, last year, last April, yesterday, in 1980, 3 months ago.